but you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is the strangers like my
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys made a statement last week, winning in blowout fashion. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And incomplete to open things up. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Purdy from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Purdy on a sneak. And he is going to have a Niners first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They go play action here. Purdy, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He was looking for Kyron Williams out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
First run now for Kyron Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Stafford. And he's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Michael Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to depth.
There he goes, right side. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played, figure it out both ways, and try and find a way to win.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And the Rams have first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Blitz coming and down he goes. Michael Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, here's Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To throw is Stafford. Incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Stafford. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's just so unusual to see a loss of yardage on a quarterback sneak play. Give a lot of credit to the defensive front. They weren't permitting anything.
Yeah, from the naked eye, they only needed 2 or 3 inches there.
Yeah, and how do you go from needing 2 or 3 inches to losing yardage?
They snap it to Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's set. 18. What's up?
Purdy now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
18. What's up?
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Here we go.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Purdy on the sneak. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Brock Purdy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They begin the drive with Williams. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Option play, they'll run to Williams. Trucks over him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Puka able to add the PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Second and 9. Purdy off the play fake. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Purdy. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
But it brings up fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And his throw here is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. He's got his man. It's Nakua. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
Now Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Stafford. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Stafford looks to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Tutu Atwell as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Pinion. Is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes Devontae Adams and the offense for their next drive. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right. 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun now with Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st down, 49ers.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Play action, now Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 5.
At the Rams' 20-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brian Robinson Jr., a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have taken the lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Purdy from the gun. This is Jennings. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Now a 2nd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Up 3rd and less than a yard.
Get set, get set. 18!
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 13 yards. And the 49ers first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Purdy now to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
18! Watch out!
This is McCaffrey on the give. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
250!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now we got a player in some discomfort after that last play, and not the guy you want to see. That's quarterback Matthew Stafford. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant. 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Niners on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 147 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Runs over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Complete to Kyron Williams. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Purdy bootlegging it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Get set, get set. 118, what's up?
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 164 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime. That offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.